Alrighty, good morning everybody. So this is a little fix for the battery cover on the Sportsters. My particular is a 2007 Sportster Low. I know there's a lot of videos out there, and I'm sure it's a common problem. As when I researched to fix it myself, I noticed that there was a boatload of videos on different ways of fixing to hold the battery cover on, because apparently Harley, for certain years, I'm gathering multiple years, they use these little plastic holders, but they wear out over time because they just have like a little plastic tooth that grabs into cutouts on the cover, and as they wear out, the cover is prone to falling off or opening up. As I've experienced myself riding down the road, didn't realize until I pulled into my driveway that the cover was hanging off, and I'd been doing about 70 miles an hour down the roads, and the cover just flapping in the breeze. Thankfully, there's a rubber grommet at the bottom that was actually holding the cover on. Be that as it may, I decided to try and engineer my own little fix. Kind of engineered it on my own through the various different alternatives that are out there. Some of them have ranged from putting wire ties through the holes on the frame and holding the cover on, which I think is a great idea, and it probably will hold up pretty well. But I think also how those wire ties can get fragile and worn out from the weather, and then they can just automatically snap on you, which is great. But if you're on the road and a million miles from nowhere and you ain't got no hardware store nearby, you're kind of screwed. And then another one I saw, which was pretty good, just put a hole in the plastic and then put a wire tie down in there to hold it in. But that wire tie can get sheared off over time from wearing the plastic. So I decided to make my own little idea. I used a 6D finish nail and kind of just made little pins to hold it on. And what I did was I drilled a little hole there in the plastic that goes straight through, and I lined it up with the front side of the pin, or the hole that's in the plastic, or in the cover, and just push it right down in. And that cover is secure as all get out. She won't come out now. And the seat will hold down on top of these pins so they won't exactly rise out. And I left enough length so that it'll just stay in there pretty deep. But all I did was just go to work with a nail on my vise with a hammer and just bend it into shape. But it should last pretty long. Hopefully we'll outlast these plastic POS clips, and we'll see how it does. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.